Hey everybody, angryponcho here, and we are back playing Super Mario Sunshine. We are headed to Pinna Park now to pick up the blue coins there, all 30 of them. And the first episode we are going to head to is episode 2, the Beach Cannon's Secret. Ooh, some of this commentary might be a little bit rusty because I recorded this quite a while ago. You guys may have noticed I've been posting 2 Star Fox videos a day for the last 2 or 3 days now. That's because it's taken me a full 3 days to edit and publish this video, so you guys won't see it until like a week and a half after it was first filmed. Anyway, the first like 6 or 7 blue coins at Pinna Park are out here on this beachfront area in front of the park. And basically what you have to do is go stand behind the upside down baskets that the coins are in, and just sort of lure the heat-seeking bullet bills over to the basket, and they'll destroy it for you. Some of the ones that are closer, you can nail with black ones too, but it's easier with the purple heat-seeking ones. And so let's see, how many are we up to now? 6 that are in the baskets out on the little beach there? Yeah. And then we're gonna have, I believe, 2 or 3 of these blue coin, these blue shine icons. We've got one there right next to the Yoshi egg, and this one is just a little bit further forward, closer to the cannon. You can see I've been taking some hits from the bullet bills. Hey, you can take a hit or two when you're trying to open all those baskets. Anyway, you need to go ahead and feed Yoshi. In my case, he wanted a coconut. So, bring that over to him, and oh, right on top of the bullet bill. And we've got 2 blue butterflies right in this middle area. You can see there's one. Yeah, Yoshi can eat bullet bills too. He can eat anything. Awesome. We got 2 blue butterflies out in the main area here in front of all the bullet bills, and I'm about to get hit. Oh wow, I didn't hit me. That's weird. Anyway, now we're going to head into episode 5 of Pinna Park, because we need to go back inside the park for some more coins, because we can't get in episode 2. Anyway, the first one is a blue bird flying around the Yoshi go-round. Just sit on top of the Yoshi ground and look around for the bird, squirt it down, and go pick up the coin. The next one is in the green shell on the little shell ride right there next to it. We walk past that a couple of times. This one is actually in the architecture underneath the little walkway that you walk out to go onto the red coin ships. And that one, I'm sure you've seen, episode 5, it's apparent. Anyway, now this actually area is a little bit harder to find. It's in the back of the park. You can see over there's the pond where we fought Mecha Bowser in the first episode. First episode of Pinna Park, that is. And back here you've got one of these giant strolling stews. Just jump on him and you'll get a blue coin. And all his little ones die actually when you kill the big one too. So that's a neat little bonus. The next 2 are these triangles here. We got one down there by the bananas, another one up near the shouting parent, which I didn't think to talk to him at the time. But right now I'm really interested to know why that guy is yelling at the Noki. Anyway, I think of him as a parent because I just think of, like, when I think of theme parks, I think of like parents yelling at their kids for misbehaving at a theme park. I don't know why. I don't think I really had that sort of experience as a child. It's just the first thing I think of. Anyway, so there's another pair of blue coins. You gotta love these ones when you spray off the graffiti because you automatically get 2 coins out of the deal. Who doesn't like that? Anyway, the next 2 I believe are the X's. And you got one on the snotty fruit tree, and the other one is over by the strolling stews, I believe, or at least over in that area of the park. And so now we gotta squirt the snot X, and that guy totally missed me with his shell. I was lucky there, he went right around me. So now we're going to head back over to the fountain to pick up the other blue coin. These 2 are far enough apart that you get a significant amount of time to get from one to the other. In fact, more than you really would need, I think. It's pretty easy to get from one to the other without any trouble. That one wasn't even flashing, you see, when I got there. I think they expect you to go around the fountain rather than across it. Anyway, this is in the back, behind the area where the strolling stews were, back down by the waterfront. So you gotta just hop back there and look for the M. Once you like get somewhere, just like hit Y to go into first person mode, look around. This one's also in the back where we should have gone in the Electric Koopa episode. I believe that was 4. Maybe. No, not 4. It must have been like 5 or 6. I can't. It must have been 6. Yeah, that one. I'm getting behind. That one was behind the spot where we got onto the roller coaster. And this one is actually a blue bird that flies around the gazebo right there. You can see it on screen just from a second ago. Anyway, when I shot the bird down, I couldn't figure out where he had died, and so I managed to find the coin, thankfully, in time before it disappeared. Now, this one's a little tricky. It's on top of the girders that support the swinging ships, and I'm not really sure why I saved it. I didn't intend to. Now, this one we've seen before. It's inside the little box here. I had to really avoid it, I believe, in the Electric Koopa episode, which I'm pretty sure was 6 now that I think about it. Ooh. That's a good crack in the neck, and I'm on top of that box, and I'm waiting for the ship to do its backflip. Because when it does, I'm going to leap onto its back, and then immediately turn around and leap over there. As far as I know, that's the only way to get to that platform. I'm not sure if there's even a rocket nozzle in Pinna Park. In fact, I don't think there is. So that method right there is probably the only way to get to that. This one's just floating in the middle of the air above the little ships. So all you have to do is go up to the girders and just like jump and hover off over to it. Wow, it takes a lot less time to commentate this than it does to put this video together. You guys don't realize that every time there's a cut there, that was like a minute or so of editing, where I had to like take this and figure out where to cut that and where to cut this. These are up top near the electric Koopa, which I guess is... Oh, no, duh, episode 5! Episode 5 is the electric Koopa episode, it's a little more in! Ugh! Because of the Runaway Ferris Wheel. Okay, I don't know, for some reason I think of the Runaway Ferris Wheel and the electric Koopa episode as two different ones, even though they're actually the same episode. Anyway, was that it? I said, we're not done in Pinna Park, are we? Alright, now we're headed to episode 6, the Yoshi go-around secret. We need to start by getting Yoshi out of his shell. So in my case, he wanted a pear, so I'll bring him some snot. Awesome. So cheerful. I don't have to rip off copyrights anymore. Anyway, this blue butterfly is the last blue coin of Pinna Park, and it is out in the back next to where that M logo was on the wall. Now we are headed to Sirena Beach. I'm sorry if this is going fast. Again, you can leave me a question. Now you just spray the little monument there looking off into the sun. This one's in the water over on the far, well, since the sun sets in the west, it would be the south side of the beach. That one's underneath the gazebo. This one I like to use squirt flowers. It's fairly self-explanatory. You just have to look around for where exactly I am. Sometimes I cut a little bit quickly, so it's kind of hard to tell where exactly I am when I'm picking up the coins. But again, if you have a question, just leave me the number of the coin, and I'll explain in the comments exactly how to get it, if it isn't clear from the 3 seconds of video that you get. Because I know that this is rather compressed, so not a whole lot I can do about that. The only alternative to me using really small pieces of footage in order to get these things done is for me to try to, like, make... the only way post-commentating is hard. Would be for me to make each level its own video. So, like, I don't think you guys really want to watch 11 minutes of blue coins when I only get one level done. That's why I've trying to, like, stuck these together in 2 videos at a time, so that I don't have to have as many videos where I'm just running around picking up blue coins. Because, honestly, most players aren't as completionist as I am, and they aren't that concerned about the blue coins. At least not as concerned as I am about getting every single one. And so if you're one of those players who's just playing for fun, just pick them up when you see them, and don't worry about the ones, you know, trying to figure out later how many you've got or whatever. It's really not a big deal. I mean, you get shines for every 10 that you pick up, but yeah, in the end it doesn't really matter unless you're trying to do a completionist run. In which case, you should avoid them at all costs and pick them up all at once, as I have done. Because believe me, it is the easiest way to do things. Because then you don't have to worry about, well, which ones have I gotten, which ones haven't I. All you have to do is turn on my video and start playing along and just follow from one thing to another. Although I will tell you that the 11 minutes, or at least like I think 10.5 minutes that this video constitutes, took about an hour and a half to actually film. Like, and I cut it down from an hour and a half of video. So that's why there's so many cuts, is because in between each of those cuts was like 2 or 3 minutes of video where I ran from one coin to the next, figured out where it was, and then got ready and then got it. Anyway, this one is episode 6. You have to clean the whole area before you can do this. But basically, and I showed my time down there, 47 seconds. Anyway, you just go ahead and squirt the Nokis down, get them nice and clean, and you get 4 blue coins just for beating the level and then squirting some people. So there you go. 10 coins left, guys. Almost there. We are headed to episode 7. Shadow Mario checks in, because for some reason in the Shadow Mario levels, which this makes sense, more and more graffiti starts showing up. So you can go around and squirt more of it for blue coins. I don't know why I paused for so long there. Now, the ones where you have to run from one coin to another in Sirena Beach are actually kind of difficult. The first one there, you squirt the triangle, or was it a triangle? I think it was. It was an X, sorry. It's on the second floor, and you squirt it, run up to the third floor. The one on the third floor is easy, because you can just jump off and hover over to it. I got that one in like 2 seconds. Now, this one's a little bit tricky. Squirt it, and then jump down to the first floor, and just try not to get caught up in those chairs and tables down there, because that's really the only thing that would slow you down for this one. Now, the real tricky one is trying to go in the other direction. There's a cut here. It took me a couple tries to get this. So basically stand right in the corner of the water. And you have to be really fast for this one. I don't know why they gave you so little time. Because it appears basically right above it. So you gotta do is immediately turn around and head up the stairs. This feels so slow watching it now. You squirt the floor and slide over to it. I think in that process I actually killed a boo too. But that's how you want to get it. There's really, I don't think there's any other way to get it, because it just takes too long to get up there. There's no way to hover through the opening in the center, because you can't get enough height out of it. This Blue Coin's just inside a random boo floating around in the attic. He's actually the only boo that Mario can kill in the attic. The rest of them require Yoshi to eat them. Which I'm sure that was in here somewhere. I probably talked right through it. Anyway, that one's only there in episode 7 and 8. This one's inside the box where the pineapple was, back in episode 3. And this one is actually the last one, which you can get before you go into the hotel for episode 7. And it's Max Mix 30. So I'll see you guys next time on Let's Play Super Mario Sunshine, when we will head to Noki Bay and finally start getting normal shines again. See you guys soon.